Yes, my Aquarius babies. Has no sugar, so I'm just getting used to that. I'll give it a few more minutes. As I get the cards right. All right, Aquarius, I don't know what I named this. So I named it From Dusk Till Dawn or From the Dark to the Light. Out of everybody's reading yesterday, for the full moon reading, we were the only ones in our reading to get Libra's card. Libra didn't even get their own card in their quick reading. We did. Hi, Dia. All right, so we're going to start off with the Moonology deck since we still are in the new moon energy. And we're going to see what we have for Aquarius. So like I said, my download was that we've been through a lot of darkness in our lifetime, especially probably in the last 7 to 10 years. And that all was for a reason. We've been betrayed, cheated on, friends trying to hurt us, damage us, block us, whatever it is. It's going to be different for everyone, all right? But we've been through some stuff. And the reason why we've been through it, it was because now today is supposed to be a very energetic portal because it's 1022, okay? So again, the synchronizing numbers that I have on me, 222, could be relevant, 111, 444, 555. You could be seeing those numbers a lot. And that is also messages from your higher self telling you everything's going to be all right. Okay? There are new beginnings, changes, angel guidance, angel protection that's always around us, especially us that's been working on ourselves. So it's definitely going to be for the high vibrational Aquariuses and not the low vibrational ones. But again, we have been doing the work, the inner work. So again, as long as we kept doing that, no matter what was coming against us, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, has been protecting you from these peoples, from these entities. So you can basically see your value. Okay? And that's coming into play for all of us. Okay? As long as we've been doing the work. So again, those betrayals were here. Okay? Those betrayals was here, not to break us, but to get us to our breakthrough. Meditate and contemplate with the new moon in Pisces. Some of you guys have Pisces in your chart. Some of you guys could have been dealing with the Pisces. But again, it's telling you sometimes you need to meditate. You need to go within. You need to isolate yourself. Go in solitude so you can meditate, hear the divine speaking to you. That's where you get the messages the most, the best. Numerology is very real, very, very real. We can talk about it another time because I studied numerology as well. All right. Hello. Yes, numerology is very real. It is the sequence, and the numerology is of our life. We're all here on a code, whether you believe it or not. All right. Let's get a couple more for Aquarius. So we have to meditate. And when you meditate, you can hear God, the universe, your higher self, your ancestors, more better. It is, Frank. I know so. All right. So again, if you were a higher purpose Aquarius, you would know, right? You would know that numerology. Even, we're all supposed to be in the matrix, right? A program, even the computer is 011011. So there is a sequence to the numbers, right? So again, numerology is very real. If you pay attention to what you're seeing, you would know that it is real. Again, Aquarius, you need to have faith in your dreams. We are the faith card. So you need to have faith. You need to represent who you are. by walking in faith. And sometimes, most of the times, it's going to be blind faith. You don't see things happening right there at that moment, but you still have to keep the faith. And that's what makes us us. Because we believe we can achieve. It's all about the mindset. Changing your sequence in your DNA. DNA is also with numbers. Okay, you could change your DNA with frequency music, which is numbers, with your vibration, which is numbers. Okay, the code of life is by numbers. All right, Aquarius, here we go. Show the world the real you. That came out in yesterday's reading with a full moon in Aquarius. Wow. Believe in the impossible, balance spirituality and practicality. Again, with Pisces new moon, full moon. And again, believe in the impossible because miracles will happen for us. Spirit said one more. We got 5. They want us to have 6. And you saw how that just flew across. Ooh, communication is key with the new moon in Gemini. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Pisces, a Gemini, another Aquarius, or you have all this in your chart. So again, communication is key. When you speak things into existence, they can become real. But again, you have to believe in your spirituality, what you believe in as source, as real. Bring it into your practical matters, your everyday life. Exude that energy, okay? And you will see how things can manifest in your life. Again, going through that darkness, like the Hermit card. He's in darkness, but in the darkness, you get to see things. A lot of people are light workers, but you can't be a light worker without darkness. You can't even see the light. Light is not even prevalent until we know dark, right? It's dark outside right now. As soon as we see a little bit of light, ooh, wow. And what attracts the light? What is drawn to the light? Bugs, all kinds of things, all kinds of insects, bad and good, because that's how attractive the light is. But the light exudes and exuberates or gets louder and bigger in the dark. It's not even relevant if you got light in the light. But when you have light in the dark, it illuminates everything that's in the dark. You're a 7. You're a spiritual number 7. Is that your life path number? Here we go, Aquarius. Don't let your past hold you back with your self number. We're no longer our past self. We're no longer the person we was a year ago, 2 years ago, not even a couple months ago. Anywhere from 6 to 7 months ago. We're not the same person. And that's where a lot of people get us messed up at. Like I would like to say, get us fucked up at, okay? Because we're not the same person. When you change, when your vibration change, when your DNA change, your numerical value change, you change as a person. And you start from the inside out. Just like the Magician card. As above, so below. As within, so without. So again, all that is real because we all are made of stars. And stars, again, however you believe, it happened. It happened from frequency, which is numbers. It happened from energy, which is numbers. It happened from life, happened from numbers. You look up your birthday. You can look up people that had a birthday and when they died. All that is in sequence. Again, all that means something. You can predict your death from numerology. It's a scary thing. Hi, Father Time. So again, a lot of us are stepping into our North Node, which is our future self. And Aquarius, we are futuristic. We are the visionaries. We are the innovators. We're always usually 10 steps, 10 years. We're like years ahead of people. We've been doing something way back when. Now people want to catch on to the wave. Right? Ooh, work through your fears though. Because your fears are false evidence appearing real. It is not real. And these are the things that can hold you back from who you are supposed to be in your North Node. Again, South Node is your past. Don't let your past self, your past friends, that past energy hold you back from getting and pursuing your North Node of who you are. I'm a Life Path 7 as well. Life Path 7 is spirituality. Okay? 7 is a lucky number. So again, some of you guys could have been lucky. I am using the Wizard Tarot because it is Halloween coming up. So show us Aquarius current energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Show us Aquarius. Here we go. All right, Aquarius, Ace of Beasts. So you're letting that inner beast come out, right? You're fired up. You got passions, things that you're passionate about. For some of you guys, could be birthing a new idea, having a baby, getting pregnant. All right, it's going to be new things, but this is something new, something that you're passionate about. Again, all that darkness was gearing you up for something new, was to spark that inner fire within you, right? So like that little, snake? This is the year of the snake, the 9, right? Next year is a 1, a 10, new beginnings, right? So again, you're birthing new things, you have new ideas, things that you're passionate about. What is crossing that for Aquarius? 2 cards. Aquarius, you gonna stop playing with me? Ace of Cups, which is Ace of Pentacles. You had to sacrifice a lot of things to get your abundance, to get that legacy wealth. Again, the darkness is now having you see rainbows. You see the dark, the full moon, and now it's almost like an eclipse. You see that? So again, you had to sacrifice a lot of who you are, who you were, to become this new version of you. And from that, you're getting new beginnings, things that you're passionate about. And these new beginnings are going to set you into your legacy wealth. All that darkness was not for nothing. It was to mold and shape who you are to become. Okay, wow. The Hangman, Pisces energy. Some of you guys are getting enlightened. You also are ascending. You was put in a standstill. That is the root, okay? You were put in limbo for a little bit so you can gain a new perspective of what's going on in life or what's going on and around you, what has happened in the past. All these things are setting you up for a brighter, passionate, more abundant future. You're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to see rainbows, not just the light, rainbows, sparklers, all that. Because you've been through a lot in your past, but that is not who you are. You've done a lot of things in your past, but it is not who you are. It is shaping you into who you're becoming. So that little place where you was upside down in limbo and stand still for a little bit, could have been dealing with a Pisces or a Pisces in your chart. That was so you can get a higher perspective, a new view of your life, of what was happening. Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, again, you're going to be set up for financial abundance. Some of you guys could be starting a new business. You could have a lot of creative ideas. All right, these new ideas are going to bring you legacy wealth, not just money, but wealth. It is a difference between rich and wealthy. Here we go. 4 of Curses. Some of you guys could have felt rejected, by a lot of people. All right. You could have been in a situation where you were at boredom, but I'm hearing rejected with this 4 of Curses. And it had you a little bit up in your feelings, had you a little bit, upset. But Spirit is saying, no reason to be upset. That rejection was nothing but protection. Okay? 8 of Swords. You definitely was in your head about this situation. Being rejected by people, being left out, being bored with certain people in situations, not seeing things clearly, right? people not telling you the truth, people lying to you, had you up in your emotions, had you trapped in your head, had you feeling stuck. You felt like you was in a web. Again, a web of lies. Show me the higher you spirit's message for Aquarius. Again, that darkness was revealing something to you. That you can handle the darkness. 7 of Cups, which is the 7 of Wands. I'm sorry, 7 of Pentacles. Cups are pentacles, which is money. So yes, you had to invest. You had to wait. You had to have patience for the seeds that you were planting. Again, some of you guys could have been very impatient. I know I am. And then nothing but the star. You had to wait for your dreams and everything to come true. But you also had to keep the faith because you knew you had a higher purpose than what you were told or what you were believing or what you were feeling from this rejection in the past. You knew you had a higher purpose. All right? But again, you had to walk by faith, blind faith, because everything's not going to be seen. Immediate future for Aquarius. Oh my goodness. Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay? Again, some of you guys could have dealt with a water sign. This Queen of Cups in reverse is somebody that's very unloving, unnurturing, uncaring. They like to say they're a psycho, but this is somebody that's not in tune with their emotions, their intuition. Some of you guys had dealt with that in the past. This person in the future is not going to be able to touch you. That's how much of a high vibrational person you are. They're not energetically matched towards you. Show me more with this Queen of Cups in reverse. You also could not be caring or nurturing the people that you dealt with in the past because you're realizing Two of Swords. They tried to mind fuck you. They try to keep you confused. They try to keep you stuck. They try to keep you in a stalemate position. They try to make you wonder who you was, what you was here for. They try to make you question your purpose. All right. Give me how Aquarius is being viewed by others. Oh, Lord. 9 of Cups. People see you very independent, very secure, definitely tying down that money bags. But a lot of people think, what did Aquarius do to get there? Is Aquarius part of a cult? Are they doing witchcraft? A lot of people think that you're doing slick things to get where you're going or to get what you're getting or how things are turning around for you. But a lot of you guys kept the faith. You stayed being patient. Even though we're not patient people, you learned patience. You planted the seeds and you just have to wait for them to harvest, right? But now they're starting to harvest, or they will be harvesting in the next 9 weeks to 9 months. But again, you have to keep the faith. Don't worry about what happened in the past. That's not who you are. That's who you was. Now you have a new vibration, a new code, a new energetic match that is matching up to what the divine has for you in your life. But you have to be, again, stead still with the faith, knowing your purpose, knowing who you are, knowing that you are the star card. Give me more of how other people see Aquarius. So again, just because you're very independent, you're very strong, they feel that you've been doing some type of magic. Okay? Maybe you have been doing affirmations. Maybe you've been, speaking to yourself in the mirror like I do. But again, they're wondering how you came and pulled through all this, Aquarius. You're working on your own foundation here with the 4 of Beasts, which is the 4 of Wands. Okay? You're working on your own foundation, your own foundation within your soul. Some of you guys are working on a connection. You're independent from a connection. All right. So again, they're still trying to figure out how you do what you do, how you're doing what you're doing, because you're so independent and strong all by yourself. You have very high secure values within yourself. The strength card. You're very strong. You faced your fears, right? A lot of people you were dealing with were cowards. They did not face their fears. They were bullies. They treated you a certain way, but they also see you very strong at standing up to them, to other people, to a connection. No matter what you've been put through, you have endeavored. And that's part of being the Aquarius. That's part of, again, getting through the darkness to the greater dawn, to the greater purpose. Those energetic matches that was in the past, that is not who we are. We're now becoming someone different. So whatever worked out in the past is not going to work out now. Whatever we put up with in the past is not what we're going to put up with now. Again, we're having faith in our dreams. Again, with the star card, that's who we are. We are the star. We're going to make these dreams happen. Again, it might take you time to isolate, meditate, again, so you can hear yourself, your thoughts. You can hear your higher self. You can hear spirit. You can hear God. You can hear your ancestors. And then you contemplate. You contemplate your next move. You strategize how you're going to exude certain things, how you're going to do this, how you're going to do that. But remember, always, because we're going to operate, we need to operate out of our heart chakra, out of love. We need to pour love into situations. We also need to have a different perspective of certain people and pour love into them as well as we walk away from that. Realizing that they did not know what they did and who they did it to. And realizing that they did nothing but set us up for our future, not for failure. All right? We're taking our spirituality and we're putting it in a practical sense. We're working through our fears. Again, if you have some fears, work through them, because don't let anything stop you from your firm foundation. Your fears are, this is your hopes and your fears. Your fears, again, with the page of cults. Some of you guys could be starting something new. You could be learning something new. You're worried about if this is going to work out for you because this is something new. Like I said, this is something where you're inexperienced in. But again, the vibration that you're in, if you continue to work through this situation, put your mind in it, your energy in it, everything will work out fine, right? You could be in some new studies. It has to do with your finances, your pentacles, your energy. You may not be getting the attention that you want or you like, or maybe no attention at all. But this is also talking about dropping the ego, right? Having an ego death. With the Temperance card, everything's going to work out in divine timing. Everything is balanced. You need to do things in moderation. Take your time. Learn this new project. Learn this new idea. Learn this new study. Learn this new job, whatever it is for you. And you might not be getting the attention you want right now, but you will be getting the attention. Everything happens in divine timing. Your angels are all around you, spirits around you. Again, with the Temperance card, do things in moderation. You're still healing. You're still in that healing phase of all the past drama, bullshit that you've been dealt with. All right? Some of you guys need to take your time with anything new. Your projects, your new ideas, take your time so things can manifest the right way. Nothing done very quickly is never worth it. So when you take your time, you invest, you plant seeds, you will reap the benefits of everything that you sow. Please believe it. All right? Show me the outcome for Aquarius. Outcome for Aquarius. So again, you're taking your time. Again, with the Ace of Wands here coming up first. Things might not be working out in your head. You have to also change your mindset. Believe in yourself a little bit more. That's working through your fears, having the strength and courage. Everybody else see you having it. A lot of people didn't believe that you will do what you're doing now. So again, have faith in yourself. You are the star card. You're walking the right path. Okay? Things are, there go the justice card, guys. Things will be balanced out for you. Some of you guys have some legal matters that are going to work out in your favor. There go the Eight of Pentacles, working on your self-mastery, your craft. You got the seven, 8, and 9 of Pentacles here. And the Hermit. You might have to ghost some people. You might have to be in isolation. There we got the Knight of Cups in reverse. Things will be slow. It will be a slow pace. Slow pace, steady race, right? And the Two of Cups. You need, again, get in tune with your higher self. Continue to meditate. That way you could, excuse me, spiritual purpose. You can hear the download. You can hear ancestors speaking to you. The ancestors are here. They're trying to contact you, tap into you, your higher self. But some of you guys are boggled down with your mind. Oh, I'm not getting attention. It's not happening fast enough. It's not doing this. It's not doing that. Slow down, Aquarius. Slow down. It's coming. It is coming. Okay? Any more for Aquarius with this deck anyway? So again, whoa, here we go. We love to do this. Oh, now we got the Knight of Cups upright. Again, it's going to be a slow process for your finances to come where you want them to be. But again, some of you guys have to go in isolation. You got to go in a hermit mode. You need to meditate and contemplate. Like I said, it is just coming out. Like I said, getting to where you're isolated away from all the noise, all the drama, all the naysayers, all the people that want to hold you back or put you back in your past energy. You might even need to ghost a couple people. Just go ghost, okay? Because again, with the King of Beasts, you're going to take action. You're taking action to work on your craft, your self-mastery, okay? Your self-enlightenment. But again, whatever Spirit puts you in timeout, take that time out for yourself. Get that rest where you can think clearer, where you can hear better, all right? When you're around too much people, toxic energy, there's been a lot of toxicity around you, Capricorn's energy. There's also people that are obsessed with you and how you're doing things, okay? You also might have a lot of temptations, addictions, things that you need to overcome before you step into that North Node, Ace of Swords. You got to be clear-minded. You got to know the truth about yourself. You got to be able to cut certain people's situations out at any time that don't match your frequency, that don't match your vibration. Again, numbers that don't match where you're going or what you're doing. We're all changing. We all are evolving. That's what we want to do anyway, or we die. We're learning new things, new situations. We're learning ourselves, who we're becoming, because we're not that same person that we was months ago. So again, you have clarity about a situation. You have clarity about certain people's situations that are toxic. Remove them out of your life. All right? And Spirit is saying fast. Okay? You got to remove these energies because they will hold you back. All right, let's get some clarity for Aquarius with this Ace of Wands. Love to see it. Clarity for Aquarius with the Ace of Wands, please. Four of Swords. Yeah, some of you guys are needing a lot of rest. You need to relax because things are going to come to you. They are coming. You have bright ideas. Again, with this relaxation. Again, you need to contemplate, meditate. Some of you guys are you're feeling burnout from the past, from certain situations, toxic situations that you've been dealing with. People that are obsessed with your energy, obsessed with what you're doing. Seven of Pentacles. Yes. You have to be patient. You have to wait for your harvest, right? With Ace of Pentacles. Things will come into fruition for you, but you have to be a little bit more patient. All right? You're starting to get impatient. Don't get impatient over your investments. Remember, investments take time. Seeds take time to harvest. They take time to grow. They take time to manifest. You can't just put a seed in the ground and expect it to sprout up the next day. I don't know where they do that at. Show me the Hangman. Seven of Swords. Some of you guys, the root cause, you could have dealt with somebody that was very manipulative. You could have dealt with somebody that was very sneaky, a trickster, okay, an enemy, a frenemy, all right, with this Pisces energy and Aquarius energy. Also, this is talking about that some of you guys were self-sabotaging yourself. You were self-sabotaging your, there was an earthquake. You were self-sabotaging your own progress here. Okay, so again, give yourself time to get a different perspective. Give yourself time to have a higher view. Give yourself time to have rest. Give yourself time to be in limbo. You dealt with a lot of tricksters, a lot of people that stole from you, just your energy. All right. So again, you have to self-evaluate the people that you've been around. And was it even really worth it to want to be in these people's energy? In the past, you could have felt like a connection or someone was victory, it was success. In the past, you were getting a lot of accolades, you were getting a lot of attention, a lot of praise, a lot of fame. All right, and then this, what happened here in the past? So maybe you're not getting the attention that you once was getting. All right, I saw the Queen of Cups. So some of you guys could have dealt with a water sign that was giving you a lot of attention. Queen of Pentacles. You might have been making a lot of money, or definitely was in your luxurious lifestyle in the past, getting a lot of attention, a lot of accolades. And what happened here in the past? There was a lot of lies put on your name. There was a lot of misuse of power. People misused their power. You could have been taken to court, right? There was somebody that was very manipulative in your energy. All right, give me higher message. Things were not balanced, Aquarius. You were dealing with people, you were giving as much, okay? You were giving too much to people that were just taking. Things were not balanced, they were not equal. You were basically giving and being like you were giving to charity. You were not getting what you were giving. You were not getting what you were giving out. You were not receiving the same thing, even if it's just energy. So this put you in a place of justice. Some people are getting their karma. And again, like I said, you have to stay out of people's energy while they get their karma, or it will affect you. Some of you guys, when you left the certain situation, they got their karma, because they could not get their full karma long as you was in the situation. Some of you guys were being breadcrumbed. You were being gaslit. You were being taken advantage of. And again, that might have broken your heart. Okay. But some of you guys might have had a divorce or will have a divorce. But no matter what, there is karmic justice here for you guys. Things will be made fair with this separation, this heartbreak, this betrayal that you've been through. Okay. You just got to keep the faith. Keep walking in your purpose. Don't worry about what nobody else is getting, because karma doesn't miss an address. They will get everybody or anybody that betrayed you. Okay. Oh, yeah, Aquarius. Now, Five of Pentacles in the future, again, you're coming out of poverty. You're coming out of fear. You're coming out of feeling abandoned. You're not going to be worried about no finances at all with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So, again, you're doing all that, or you've been through all that, and you're not going to have a worry in the world. Again, this is also talking about coming out of spiritual jail. Ooh, right next to the Ten of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles next to the Ten of Pentacles, which you already had. Wealth, financial security, long-term success, okay? This could be happening within your family. how other people will see you. But again, you're coming out of this lack mindset. You're changing your mindset. All right. People will see you as being happy, being emotionally fulfilled, being abundant. All right. They're even talking about it, gossiping about it. Right. Hope I just didn't hit it. Did it just go out? Do you know? It's going in and out. Can you hear me now? I ain't got time for this crap. Can you hear me? All right. I don't know how long it's been out. Somebody said yes, my past marriage. So they must have heard some of it. All right. How long you been here? I had to take the speaker out because it keeps blinking on and on. Might have to charge. All right. I don't know how long I have. I don't know how long I have sound. But yes, Aquarius, you have to walk away. You had to walk away. You had the emotions detached from somebody. Okay, you could have felt abandoned. You could have felt very disappointed. But again, like I said, it was no longer an energetic match. Okay. Oh, I love you, my little boo-boo. Yes, it was no longer an energetic match. You might have been disappointed, but you escaped this. This was somebody that was trying to keep you on their vibration because basically they were in chaos. They knew that they were toxic, okay? And it was all divine guidance and divine timing how everything went down. So you have to believe that, right? You are getting out of something that was no good for you, right? Somebody might also want to try it one more time. They want to come back around. They want to get back in your good graces. They want to harvest that energy, okay? They want to harvest that Aquarian good. And I ain't talking about sexual. Look at that. As I said that, I'm telling you, the star. You had to walk away to become the star. You had to walk away to walk in your divine purpose next to the temperance card. You had to disconnect and you had to walk by faith. Because you hanging on to somebody that was toxic, that was pulling you down, kept you in despair. It also blocked your spirituality. It blocked you from getting to the light. Like I said, the darkness, dark from dawn. Look at her walking in light. After being in so much darkness, even in this, they're in darkness, but they have that light above them. Walking away so you can get to that light, so you can get to the higher version of who you are, what you're meant to do and what you're meant to be in this lifetime. We all have a purpose. Amen. Pisces, you have a different perspective. You sure do. You have met your higher self, and you're making self-improvement in this limbo and stagnant energy. You could have had somebody that wanted you to stay stagnant forever because they could not get enlightened. They could not get into a higher purpose. Like I said, they didn't know their purpose. They lacked faith. They lacked spirituality. They stayed in despair. So because this person was going through their own inner turmoil and bullshit, they wanted you to meet them where they were at. Oh, no, sir. No, sir, no, ma'am. We cannot do that. Show me the ending for Aquarius. Let's clarify these justice cards. Oh, here we go. King of Cups. Some of you guys could be dealing with a water sign. This could have been your husband or a connection you was in, a father. But this person, again, they were tolerant. This person, again, you're getting divine justice from this person. Some of you guys might be going through a divorce. You might have went through a divorce. But again, this person does love you. But again, they have to be on an island all by themselves because, again, they did not know how to tame their emotions. They did not know when to exude it, know when to keep a hush. Again, this person in reverse can be very manipulative as well. Again, with the Four of Wands, they feel like this connection, the connection with you guys is over, is broken up. Again, this person doesn't love on themselves. With Ace of Cups, they don't nurture themselves. They don't nurture them spirituality. They're very codependent, okay? Like I said earlier, codependent on your energy, Aquarius. And they're trapped in their mind because that's what they wanted for you. And what is Aquarius ending? We don't care. Again, you have the King of Wands again. You go from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. Seven of Wands. Aquarius, like I said, first card you had was the Ace of Wands. You're fired up. You have gotten that fire back in your soul to do the things that you always wanted to do. You might have felt stagnant or been held back for a little bit of time now, but now you are protecting yourself. You're fighting for the things that you want, and you're taking action. You are a natural born leader, okay? You need to know that. A lot of people look up to you. They look up to your knowledge. They look up to how you move. They look up how you do things. They also look up how you don't care. how we cannot be emotional, right? And it's not that. We try to make everything make sense. If it ain't practical, we can't live in our emotions. Emotions are not facts, right? One more for Aquarius. One more for Aquarius here. Okay. Empress. There you go, Aquarius. Empress quality. You are creating new. You're birthing new ideas. Some of you guys might be getting pregnant. All right. But again, you're ready to receive that luxury lifestyle. You're open to receive abundance. You're being more beautiful. You're glowing because you got that fire back, right? You're nurturing and you're loving on yourself where other people are not. We can't care what other people are not doing. We have to care about what we're doing because we're trying to go to our North Node. All right? And then because we are living in that light, again, High Priestess in reverse, you got a lot of people that are going to be remorseful, regret, angry. Okay? Aquarius, you might have been angry and remorseful and then regret why something ended, why you had to walk away, why you had to detach, why you could, like I said, you could have felt disappointed. But again, with the High Priestess in reverse, there are things, secrets that are coming out. They're coming out about other people. They're coming out about people's true intentions. Okay? People's secrets are being revealed. People are revealing who they really are. Because you are the High Priestess, upright Aquarius. So again, you have that sacred knowledge that people want. They want to be the High Priestess as well. Everybody cannot be in that energy if they have not worked on themselves. All right, guys. Anything else? Spirit. Any endings for Aquarius? Oh. They said I didn't do something. All right. So they said do it now. All right, Aquarius. We're going to end with the Psychic Oracle. Hold on, Spirit. I didn't even get to shuffle these cards. Give me one or two cards for Aquarius. Come on, Spirit. Sacral chakra matches with the High Priestess energy. We were getting that for a while, Aquarius. Let's get one more. Again, your sacral chakra, it is orange. So again, you wear some orange. A spiritual union, another number 2. A spiritual union is coming towards you guys, all right? It is coming. But again, some of you guys need to work on that sacral chakra. Work on that inner fire again, right? The sacral chakra, again, has to deal with the 1 through 4, 1, 2, 3. They all work on your independence, your security, how you feel about yourself. Your sacral chakra is also your womb, okay? So again, your womb, you might need some womb healing, all right? Because I have people, number 22 is out, 222, again with the High Priestess. So again, like I said, a spiritual connection, somebody that is on the same page, somebody that is aligned with who you are, your vibration is coming to you, all right? So again, have faith, be patient, continue working on yourself, your chakras, all right? So again, it's at the bottom of that. Ooh, throat chakra. I don't think we have a problem with that. But again, speaking up, standing up for yourself, singing in the shower, la 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 la, just that, doing your manifestations, talking, in the mirror, right? Boosting up your security about how you feel about yourself, right? And then look, 8, positive movement forward. You have a positive movement going forward. With the boat, you have closure. You're moving on through all your emotional turmoil that you've been through in the past. And you're moving on to something very significant, something very abundant, and something more calming for your soul, for your energy, for your life. All right, guys, I love you. Be you, love you. It is the highest vibration of all. And I love you guys. I'm out. Bye.